Can you see it?
God, Naoki Uchida episode just can't miss. How much, they had one job in this episode and they squandered that opportunity because come on, we've all looked the drawing that Yuma made of Arc and you couldn't do it for Gaia, just, put it off like battle in hyperspace. But I really did love the episode itself. It focused on Aoi, a close personal friend of Rin when they were kids. I would not say like they're best friends, but from time to time they recurrently talk to each other. She works as a writer for a newspaper, but her dream is to publish a successful sci-fi novel. But as you see from her job, and she's pretty much living in the office as she didn't really hit the big deals yet. With her life pretty much moving forward and she feels like she's stuck in place, which it is interesting that it very much resembles episodes 22 of Ultraman Blazer, of both of the protagonists pretty much feeling like, okay, everybody's getting married, everybody's having kids, and I'm just alone. It's kind of depressing, and if you really think about it, Aoi is kind of more of a depressing sense, mainly because it's like at least like the guy from episode 22 at least had a home. Aoi just sleeps in the office, which is kind of, I would say, kind of weird that just her bosses just allow her to do that. But if you really think about it, okay, what she wants to write about, she wants to write a sci-fi novel, and that is about the bird that's in her dream. Well, we discover later that it is a kaiju bird, so it is less lame, which in the end we learn that it's supposed to be a Xandrias, which is cool, with pretty much her feeling down and she's not being pretty much to the best of her ability. She's a prime candidate for some Red Sphere shenanigans. But this time, it doesn't just, pulls the kaiju out of her dreams. He just transformed into a baby Xandrias, which was cute, but also kind of weird. I'm not sure about that. And Aoi and the baby Xandrias' adventure of writing the book and just hiding from everyone was genuinely heartwarming and really funny. But the problem is the Red Sphere decided that the Xandrias needs to grow up, which is odd because you are pretty much like, I don't know, a sphere that can detect and understand what the person really wants, which I think would make more sense by the end of the episode. But it is weird that he just decided to go up and he became very big, like man-size big, but still, like it's a pretty big kaiju from like the way it kind of was small in the beginning. And it's all harder to find, so hard to find that the GDF were already called, and after Aoi tried to convince them to not, shoot the kaiju because he didn't do anything, they didn't listen to her and they shot the kaiju while he was protecting her, which, if you think about it, shows how much the GDF doesn't really think before they do anything, and that pretty much drove her nuts and pretty much made her and pretty much helped the Red Sphere to transform into King of Mons, which at first I thought it was weird that it was an odd decision to make Xandrias pretty much transform into King of Mons. But if you think about it, Xandrias is an Ultraman 80 monster that from time to time, at least when the kaiju is something important to the story, it dealt with -1 monsters, which pretty much are monsters that are created and born from people's negative emotions, while King of Mons was pretty much created from some bullies' negative impulses, which makes sense if you really draw out connection. Like, you can clearly see that both the writer and the director of this episode really understand Ultra, and having King of Mons coming in like that was really cool, while Aoi slowly understanding that, oh, I did the wrong thing here, this is bad, was also really fucking cool. While the fight between Arc and King of Mons things went down kind of like in Gaia's movie. Pretty much one singular Ultra is not able to actually get the upper hand of the king of the monsters. But this time the thing that helped Arc isn't, you know, Gamu or Fujiyama or any other Ultra. It's actually Givas, which it seems that he's actually landed and lives on the moon, which is nice. Oh boy, that fight scene was like visually fucking satisfying. And the ending of the episode with Aoi kind of like understand that, yeah, like what I need to do is just like continue to work hard but still try to somehow balance my work life and my regular life and try to move forward no matter what. And in one point I would get to the point that I want, specifically with the Red Sphere telling them, it's like, hey, I was created by greed. Like literally, I am a creature that shouldn't exist, but I do. That was great, and having the actress voice being used for the Red Sphere to talk was like genuinely brilliant. Like overall, it was a fucking fantastic episode. Like here's the thing, I liked it mainly for the biggest part, purely because of my like over obsession over Ultraman Gaia, but also it told a really fucking great story that, you know what, like it is kind of like a repetition of last year's Ultraman, but it does work and it hit it in completely different avenues. And yeah, like it would have been nice to see, you know, Gamu and Gaia return, but it wouldn't really work for the story. It wouldn't really make a lot of sense. So having Givas return was great. Also, not killing him was also amazing. So what you thought about Ultraman Arc episode 20, comment below, let me know. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked the video, please like it. If you haven't, helped your subscribe button finally achieve its true goal of becoming a subscribe button, please smash that subscribe button. Don't forget, you're the only one that can prevent forest fires. Thank you very much and have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.